This is a Danger Entertainment podcast. DangerEntertainment.net. Danger Entertainment Podcast Network.
Please note the thoughts, opinions, jokes, and every other bad taste that the guest and the host of Hobie, aka the History of Bad Ideas, is of their own, is not associated with any companies they may work for, any firms they work with, any advertisers, or anybody else in general. And remember, it's just a joke.
Alright. It's about comic books and movies, growing up with Broken Sookie, Superman before Zack Snyder ruined him. Michael Keaton was the best Batman, while Christian Bale is just deadpan. No one remembers the other ones. Jeff defends Aquaman, Blake's just not listening. What? Jason impersonates Michael Keaton.
Some people just want to watch World Buzz.
Jeff nails another draft day.
Nailed
Blake's
it.
top 5 has 98.
I got
Jason
one more.
just loves him some Kevin James.
Fucking Kevin James.
It's the history of bad.
It's bad.
It's a history of bad.
So bad.
It's a history of bad ideas. It's a history of bad.
Oh, yeah.
It's a history of bad. LaCroix. It's a history of bad ideas. Podcast.
Welcome to the History of Bad Ideas, the Floppy episode, the Floppy Awards episode, I should say, episode number 208. I'm Jason.
I'm Jim. I'm Jeff.
I'm Doug.
I'm Scab Jeff, I think.
Yep. Howdy-ho! And that's Dr. Bednar. And we are here with the Hobie 2017 Floppy Committee. Jeff, are you excited?
I am thrilled.
We are doing the end of the year podcast awards. No one else can compare to us. We are doing the best in pop culture.
There are people going all out trying to win one of these.
Yes. If you did not get your bribe into Hobie, you're out of luck, Des Hassing. So I'm just saying, get ready. We are excited. This is the Floppy Awards episode.
Isn't that the same way you win a Golden Globe, is by bribing the foreign press?
Pretty much.
Allegedly. Yes, you can bribe us and we will give you a award.
Mostly.
This is a big thing. We put it on Twitter at Bad Ideas Podcast, and you get to vote for a lot of these categories. Actually, I think we only have 5 that we're voting on this year.
Well, that's fine.
A lot of them our podcast friends are picking.
Yes.
And we appreciate that from all of them. Home Video Hustle, Danger Entertainment, Besotted Geek, a lot of them. Pittsburgh Nerd, we got a lot of them up there. So we do appreciate it. Henno is on there.
I know.
He's not good enough to win a city council seat, but, he can do a Floppy Award.
Oh, come on. Henno should have won. We're still trying to demand recounts, but considering I'm from, Southwest Ohio, Haley, Idaho doesn't care, in my opinion, apparently.
I voted 3 times for him.
Trump voted twice for him. Because Henno and Trump were very close. Let's see here. Real quick.
Allegedly.
Before we get into the Floppy Awards, we always do this every year. The annual Forbes list came out of the most overpaid actors in Hollywood. Forbes analysts examined the last 3 movies released on at least 2,000 screens. The actor was in prior to June. Then calculated the opening income of these films, divided by the star's estimated pay for these films, to come up with a number for final return on investment. Number 5. I'll let you know, everyone here is a brand new actor from last year.
Oh, so they're paying other people a lot of money this year.
Yeah, I think a lot of it is Johnny Depp wasn't in a lot of films, so that's why.
Well, I don't think your number 3 is.
3 is not. Sorry, I apologize. Number 3 is the only one. Good job, Dr. Bednar. Way to stop that.
That's what I'm here for.
Way to be.
Way to read the outline.
Brad gets me in
none of
trouble.
us
That's
did.
usually like the worst thing you can do is read the outline.
Number 5 was Brad Pitt. His return was $11.50 per every dollar he was paid.
That's a number 5? That sounds terrible.
That's not that bad, though.
What would be a good number?
Right. Like,
$1 million?
Oh, okay. I'm just,
$700?
okay.
Last year, number 10 was around $8. So it did go up at least.
I'll say
So they aren't
11.50.
overpaying
That's
people
not
as
bad.
much.
If I went to a casino and I put $1 down on something and I won $11.50, I'd feel pretty good about that.
I'm with Jeff on this one, man. That's like a pretty good return, honestly.
It all depends. What were my odds of winning it?
Number 4, Denzel.
If it was a
This
one in a
is
million,
these are the 5 worst ever. So
There's
Of
a
the year.
chance.
of the year. So I'm thinking that my odds are pretty good that I would get better than $11.50.
Good point. You got me there.
Number 4, Denzel Washington. $10.40 for each dollar paid.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I said it right.
Yeah, he did
Only
not throw
took me
an
4
R in
years.
the middle of his name.
Washington. Number 3, Channing Tatum, a.k.a. Tate.
Love you, Tates.
I do love Tate. He was $7.60 for each dollar paid. He was 3rd last year.
What movie did Tates do this year?
That
Yes.
one.
Yes.
That you didn't go see.
Ghostbusters?
Was he in that?
Yeah.
He was? That was Hemsworth.
No, that's
Okay,
Hemsworth.
well, that was him.
I was gonna say I remember Hemsworth in it, but not Dayton.
Yeah, I was about to say Chris Hemsworth apparently is great because he was apparently in Ghostbusters and in Thor, and yeah, he's not on this list. So
22 Jump Street, was that last year?
Magic Mike. Oh, sorry, that was this year.
was Magic Mike 2017?
Yeah, let's see here. Let's see. 2017, we have Pink, Beautiful Drama. That wasn't it. Kingsman, Golden Circle.
Okay.
Logan Lucky. Lego Batman.
He was in Lego Batman.
And that was it.
They overpaid him this year,
Yeah.
I think.
Number 2, Christian Bale, $6.70 for each dollar paid. And number 1, Jeff, go ahead and do the impression.
I think we got a Transformer.
Mark Wahlberg, $4.40 for each dollar paid. He was in the Transformers movie. That kind of took him down because that did not do well.
Yeah, they. He
Based
was,
on the budget.
Mark Wahlberg was the most paid actor in Hollywood this year.
Yes.
So they overpaid him on the 2 or 3 movies that he did.
Yes. So there is your top 5. Number 6 was Remy LaCroix. Yes, did not do well. So there you go. There's your news. And now it's time for the Floppy Awards.
Bum, bum, bum. Do we have Floppy Award music?
Dr. Bednar, you're a musician. Please sing.
Bum.
There we go. Now it's time for the floppy.
We're not prestigious for no reason.
In 2018, work on
Got
that.
the best
beat.
color man invented for no reason.
Dear God. Let's.
I felt that was worthy of this podcast.
Is there a floppy for best on the spot theme song?
Doug wins.
That would win best theme song
that'll go
over
to
the
Gotham.
Psy Guy theme
What?
song.
Because I swear Gotham's song pretty much is that. Isn't that somebody in the background just going,
You would assume that we would watch Gotham.
We have to watch
It wins
Gotham.
floppies every
It's
year.
a 3-time, 4-time floppy winner.
No
3-time
show has won more floppies than Gotham. And that's your...
That is true. That is true.
So,
Prepare to
Sorry.
be changed this year. And our first category. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Worst new show on TV. Worst new show. Nominees: Marvel's Inhumans, Sunday Night with Megyn Kelly, 9JKL.
fuck is that?
It's a horrible show.
It's terrible.
What's the plot? What's it about?
Husband or a son moves into an apartment that's surrounded by his brother on one side and his parents on the other after he gets divorced. I think it is.
Something like that. Yeah.
Isn't he an actor? I mean, isn't
Is he?
based on...
There's no acting in
His
it.
parents own like 3
Apartments
in a row, and like so he has to move back. So it's his own apartment, but right next to his parents, and
And brother.
it's worse than we're making it sound.
And Powerless. It's a rough year. That was this year.
Powerless, that's on PlayStation Network, or was that on something else?
NBC.
NBC. That was the.
Oh, I was thinking Powers.
Yeah.
Oh, Powerless. Oh, Nikki will hate us if we vote for that.
So, Doug, you get the first vote for the
know-
Floppy Awards. What is the worst?
Powerless, I didn't think was... It wasn't great, but it wasn't horrible.
Or you can go off the board.
Ooh. You know,
The fans did not vote on this one.
I honestly, I have to go with Inhumans.
Okay? Scab Jeff,
I haven't seen any of these.
you can go Iron Fist. You can go a different one.
Okay, I'll go Iron Fist.
There you go. Dr. Bednar.
I got to go off of... I didn't see any of these, unfortunately. I'm
Okay,
going to
so-
go with that horrific Candy Crush show that they're doing now.
The Candy Crush show?
I'd like to change my vote.
Okay, what's your vote?
The Candy Crush thing.
Okay, there you go.
Well, it's like a train wreck. It's so bad that I actually stayed on it for 15 minutes. So Like they actually probably got the advertising money out of me watching for 15 minutes or what. It's that bad. It's a train wreck.
I'm going powerless. Jim? It's a tough call.
I really have seen about 5 minutes combined of all of these.
You can go off
shows.
board.
I'll go off the board, I think, and go with Snoop Dogg presents The Joker's Wife.
Oh, come on. It's perfectly horrible, though.
Well, since I know my show's not going to technically lose, I'm going The Curse of Oak Island just to spite Blake.
That's not a new show.
Damn it, I'm going powerless.
I really hated Marvel's Inhumans,
Okay.
but I was able to watch 8 hours of it.
Yes.
I could only watch 6 minutes of 9JKL, so that's my vote.
Wow.
So the winner this year by a stunning vote of 2-1-1-1-1, Candy Crush wins. Well done, guys.
Crush gets the first floppy of 2017.
I don't know if that's good or not, but well done, Candy Crush.
It's such
well
a bad show, it might invite
done.
us all on and have
That's
it presented.
true.
Well, former winners of this award, 2014 was a tie between Bad Judge and Utopia.
The reality show of Utopia.
Pretty bad, yeah.
2015 was Heartbreaker.
Oh, that was a fantastic show.
And last year's winner of Kevin Can Wait.
I almost voted for that again.
I thought
Because
about
it is a new show. Because they got rid of the
That's
character.
true, yeah.
Oh, if I would have thought of that, I would have voted. Too late now.
So Candy Crush, is that hosted by Mario Lopez or...
I think
I
that's,
think you might be right.
Yeah, it is.
I believe that might be right.
that's Doug's favorite new show.
Now I stumbled upon it too, and it was like, oh my god,
Train wreck.
This is horrible.
That son
Do you
of
think
a
it's
bitch
worse than Inhumans
couldn't
now that
even
you-
come over to say hi to us when we were down at Taco Fest, and he was the judge of the...
Oh, Lopez was there?
yeah, and we're standing, he's in the VIP
No
tent,
wonder
of course,
everybody wanted their money back
because
from Taco Fest.
we're peons and we're not in the VIP. You're like, hey, Mario, can you come get a picture? It's like, no.
Damn.
He just turned and was doing nothing.
That's why you yell, "You suck, AC Slater!"
I
He
feel
was the
like
worst part of that show.
I feel like that's the description of his life. You have done nothing. Is that worse than The Wall?
No. I mean, yeah, it's worse than The Wall.
It's worse than The Wall.
The Wall isn't good, but it's not terrible.
It's worse than Shazam. It's worse than every
Shazam!
Shazam.
one of those shows
It
out
was
there.
worse than Beat Shazam.
But is it worse than Snoop Dogg presents The Joker's Wild? 'Cause that
No,
is bad.
that's at least meant to be bad.
You didn't vote for it, though.
Well, yeah, because 9JKL was worse.
Candy
There you
Crush, congratulations. We'll send you your dildo soon. Let's see. Besotted Geek has now presented Best Teenage TV Show of the Year 2017. Take it away, Besotted.
All right, this is Stork and Peacock from the Besotted Geek podcast, and we are here to present the Hobie Floppy Award for Teen Television Show.
Oh, yes. And we are experts in teen television shows.
Seeing as how we're both 35 or older, and we don't
35 or
have
older?
cable,
Well, I guess I'm 36. It's not that much older than 35.
late 30s,
Yes.
no cable.
No cable.
Logical choice.
Yeah. Oh, I don't even think I know a teenager. Frankly, I'm not kidding. I don't think I know a teenager.
Yeah.
When's the last
good
time
feeling.
you spoke to a teenager?
I told him to get off my lawn.
Yeah.
All right, the shows, the nominees, if you will, are The 100.
Which, by the way, I don't know. Well, I do know the nominees are, but we haven't seen the 100 since the second season. What's it on now? Like 6?
It's still going on. We,
Still on.
we saw the whole first season,
And
that
there
was
are
pretty good.
there were teens in it the first 2 seasons.
Yeah,
Are they still
uh,
teens?
They weren't when it started. The second season kind of lost me a little bit.
Yeah,
I got to be
yeah,
honest.
okay.
I just kind of, played on my phone while it was on.
Yeah.
But,
Got it.
it's something
Yeah.
we've seen.
Yeah.
Next up, 13 Reasons Why.
Yeah, we
The
saw that.
Netflix suicide show.
Yeah, we saw that.
Yeah, it was good.
I liked it.
Had some holes,
Plot holes.
a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
But,
But good.
yeah, and something we actually saw all of. So
Yeah.
there's that.
And I think it's legitimately a teen series.
Okay. Next up, nominee number 3, The Flash.
Okay. Are they teenagers?
I got these
I
off a
don't think they're
website, actually.
teenagers.
I swear this is called a teen show. I don't know. It's more of a comic book show to me, but I had to
I don't think they're
take
teenagers.
what I could get. Teen drama, teens like it?
Okay.
I,
I'm sure they do.
we haven't seen the newest season,
No.
like what's running right now. But,
Yeah.
I thought last season was a little
Weak.
cool. Oh,
No.
I mean, weak.
Okay.
I think it was better than season 2.
Whatever. Well,
Okay.
We're supposed to be talking about the current season, which we haven't seen.
No, I
so
have no idea
I'm
what's
sure
going
it's
on.
great.
Sure.
Worthy of a floppy nomination.
Yes.
Okay.
And our final nominee is a little show called Riverdale.
Which is fucking awesome.
Yes.
Am I allowed to say fucking on the show?
The intern can edit it if he doesn't
Okay,
want to
okay.
hear it. We saw season 1, and we are current with season 2,
Yes.
and been loving it.
Yes.
It's such a great trashy show.
Trashy and fun and
Yeah, all these people that are like, "Oh, I don't like Riverdale. It's stupid."
they got sticks up their asses.
Yeah, these are the same people that are like, "Oh, I loved 90210."
Yeah.
Fuck you.
What do you think this generation's 90210 is?
Riverdale.
Right. Well, there was
Bitches.
another 90210. Is it still on?
So this generation's 90210 is in fact 90210.
I don't know. Maybe.
No, it's not. It's Riverdale. Deal with it. So let's open the envelope for the winner. Those are the nominees.
Yeah, yeah.
It's always so hard to get these things out here. Okay. And the winner is... Do you want to read it?
Yeah. Hold on. Let me get my glasses. It's Riverdale.
Riverdale.
Oh.
Oh, I'm sure everyone is thrilled
Yes.
that this show finally gets its just desserts. Even the dogs love it.
Yes.
That's hot dog. All right.
Yeah. The hot dog's real
So
excited.
there you have it. Winner for Floppy for Best Teen TV Show is Riverdale.
That's it. I'm burning the studio down. I said if Riverdale won a Floppy, I'm burning it down.
You can burn it down, but it still burns wonderfully. Riverdale is amazing. Shut up.
Good thing TV
Doug,
shows.
Veronica.
Oh, yeah.
Good thing TV shows are stupid anyway.
No one asked you, Jeff. It's been 30 years, well, 50 years since you've been a teen. Shut up.
You think I'm 63?
Maybe.
He's the same age as half those people in that show.
Yeah, they're not teens. How could that win?
That's when I can lust after Archie's abs.
Because he's 2 years older than you are.
I don't care. Those abs.
And
How'd
the
you get
fake
those?
red hair.
How'd you get those abs? Construction. Yeah, you did.
All right, what's the next Floppy Award?
Move that bulldozer on me. Anyways, moving on. Best comic book inspired TV show of 2017. This is picked. The fans got a vote, and then we get a vote. The nominees. This is after going on Bad Ideas Podcast on Twitter and voting. You can also catch us on Facebook at History of Bad Ideas Podcast.
And we will let you know, previous winners in this category have been Gotham, and Gotham.
3-time winner. But in the nominees for the finals, The Flash, Legion, Defenders, and Lucifer. Fuck you, Winona Earp. Let's see. The fans' winner was a tie. It was a pretty good vote. Legions and Lucifer both got a vote, a pick.
Should they get a half vote?
Nope, they get one.
Each
They get
a
one.
full one.
They get a full floppy vote, not a half vote. So, Jim, what is your pick for best nominee?
Best nominee.
No, best comic book. Sorry.
Best comic.
And it could be any comic book series, not necessarily the ones that won the poll.
We would like
So
to.
I can vote for Winona Earp.
If you want to, yes.
But we know
No,
that's
no,
better.
no.
You're
writing in Winona
You
Earp?
saw it.
Yes, I watched it. So I can vote for Gotham.
If you wish, yes.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'll go the Defenders.
Good call.
All right.
Jeff?
No doubt about this. 100% Legion.
Okay. Doug?
I'm going to go with Jim and go with the Defenders.
Scab Jeff.
Legion was much better than the Defenders. I'm going to go with Legion.
Okay.
Legion, the perfect mindfuck show. It was fantastic.
I'm going Riverdale. So that is my pick.
Boo.
Well, luckily, it doesn't matter. Oh.
So then, what that means is Legion has taken down Gotham.
Yay.
Bum, 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 bum.
Shouldn't this be met with a moment of silence? The
Breath of Silence
Breath
for
of
Gotham.
Silence for Gotham.
Anyways, so Riverdale should have won.
Nope, shouldn't have.
It is a one-time Floppy Award winner, though.
Unfortunately.
It still counts. Thank you,
I
Besotted
haven't been
Geek.
bribed enough.
Thank you,
It
Mr.
counts even when
Besotted.
you've got Besotted Geek ones voting on it.
If I had a category named Best Television Show named Riverdale, Riverdale would not have won it.
What would have?
Probably a Scab Jeff.
Okay. Speaking of Scad, Jeff, you have a category, a nominee. Go ahead, Jeff. What's your category?
I was
Summoned.
I was summoned to do a Floppy Award for the best Netflix show of this year. So
What's the nominees?
the nominees are Iron Fist,
Iron Fist.
which was terrible. 13 Reasons Why.
Good show.
American Vandal. Did anybody see American Vandal?
No.
I did not.
It was phenomenal, was it not? It was about this high school guy who supposedly spray painted a bunch of dicks on the cars of the teachers. It's a
True life show or
it's made like what was that Netflix documentary?
Catch a Killer.
Making a Murder. It was filmed like that, but it was a pseudo documentary. It wasn't real, but it was done really, really well like that. It was about trying to figure out if this guy really spray painted the dicks.
All over every car.
It was a phenomenal show.
I wonder what's going to win.
There was a Black Mirror new season this year.
Anyone fuck a pig?
No.
Okay. That's good.
But it was a very good season, and Ozark was very good as well.
So those are your nominees?
I had one more. They had a Spirit Stallion of the Cimarron cartoon series.
Are you serious?
They
did.
They did, and it's horrible.
Oh, it was awful.
As bad as the movie?
Yes.
Brian Adams. Brian Adams
My
is
daughter
all
watched
about
a
it.
couple episodes. I was like, can we watch something else?
Did they even get Brian Adams to come
No,
back, or
no.
was it so bad Brian Adams?
He did not. He did not.
But since I get to choose the winner, and I've never won a floppy, I think I'm going to
Arm
vote.
Fist wins. Well done, Arm Fist. Arm Fist.
First floppy. Yay.
Good pick, Jeff. Good
Good
pick.
job, Jeff.
But
No, he lose. Well done, Arm Fist. I'm glad you picked that one because you were a big fan of that. Well done. Well done.
fuck you, Iron Fist.
Moving on, let's get into the comic book category. Now, we don't read many comic books anymore, but we have friends that do. So, Deb, take it away.
Hey, Hobie listeners, it's Big Dev the Sci Guy here from Snake Oil Comics and Shot of History to present the 2017 Hobie Award for Best Comic Book Series. Last year, I was given the opportunity to present this award, and I feel I really let you guys down because all the titles I picked were pretty much last minute, and I really had just read them 5 minutes prior to presenting the award. This year, knowing that I would be chosen again because Hobie has such great taste in presenters, I actually went out and read multiple titles across multiple publishers and had a little bit of a difficult time finding just 5 titles that I wanted to present as the best of 2017. So with that, the nominees this year are Batman White Knight, published by DC Comics, Punisher the Platoon, published by Marvel Comics under their Max Comics imprint, The Seance Room, printed by Source Point Press, American Gods, printed by Dark Horse Comics, and Dastardly and Muttley, published by DC Comics. Now, all of these titles are great in their own right, and you should definitely check them out regardless of the outcome of this award ceremony. But without drawing this out too much longer, this year's 2017 Floppy Award-winning Best Comic is Batman White Knight by DC Comics, written by Sean Murphy with art by Matt Hollingsworth. This is a great title. If you have grown up, you love Batman. This actually takes a little bit of a different twist on the old Batman storyline. The Joker becomes medicated enough to regain his facilities and is on a quest to right the wrongs of his past and implicate Batman as the real villain of Gotham City. It is a 8-issue miniseries. Currently, they are on issue 3, but I would definitely suggest if you are in the market for a comic, definitely check out Batman White Knight. Again, all of these comics are definitely worthwhile checking out, but Batman White Knight, for your money, is the best comic of 2017. And with that, I look forward to presenting this award again next year, and hopefully by the end of the Floppy Awards this year, I too will be walking home with a brilliant Floppy Award. So long.
Thanks, Dev.
Dev, I think you're already walking around with a floppy.
We would like to pick the first state floppy of the year, Idahoan of the year. It's a big title. You have a big thing to live up to. Green Up won last year. He was the best Idaho of the year of last year, Idahoan. So this year, yes. Here's our options this year. Nominees: Nick Albright, sexy Nick Albright.
Ooh.
Green Up podcast. Annalise from Dark Angel's Pretty Feet. And Big Dev.
Oh, this is where Dev hopes to walk away with his floppy.
2016 was Green Up. The fans not pick was Green Up. Green Up got a point this year. So
that was some great campaigning that they did.
It was great campaigning. Green Up did. They would like to be 2-time Idahoan of the year. Dr. Bednar, who do you pick? It's a tough call.
Scab Jeff. This voice in my head going Scab Jeff. I'm gonna nominate Scab Jeff.
Okay.
Whoa!
Scab Jeff comes out of the gate. Scab
You
Jeff.
need one more, buddy.
I'll go with Scab Jeff as well.
Could it happen?
Scab Jeff, take
Doug, who do you got?
Just because I've met him this year, I'll go with Big Dev.
Big Dev gets one. Okay.
I bet you've met me this year.
Last year, though.
But we don't.
Sitting right here.
But we don't want to meet you. Doug or Jeff.
I agree that they had a great campaign. They really wanted the Green Up podcast.
Okay, they got 2.
Oh no.
Jim, what do you got?
I'm going to have to go Big Dev.
Big Dev.
It all comes down to Jason.
Oh, to me.
If you don't choose one of these 3, then I tie.
I know, that was my big thing. I was going to go with Annalise. I can't let Scab Jeff win. I can't. And you know what? Dev brought us candy. I'm going Big Dev.
I did my best.
That's a pretty epic upset right there.
Big Dev upset even Green Up this year. Green Up, you do get a honorary floppy, so we appreciate that. Jeff, you get nothing. So well done, Big Dev. You are now a floppy winner. Congratulations. Idahoan of the year. You have a big shoes to fill. Green Up can fill you in on what you need to do. Basically, don't sexually harass anybody. And you could probably win city council above Heno, because who didn't vote for anyone but Heno? Sorry, Heno. But yeah, so good job, Dev. Congratulations. Moving on. Best impression by a Hobie host or guest. This was picked by the fans.
Yes, previous winners of this, 2014, our first Floppy Awards. Marty Griffin won for his Christopher Walken.
Well done, Marty.
We still use his Christopher Walken to introduce our plot lines. So thank you again for Marty. 2015, somehow Jason won by default.
Best 2 words in English
He was
language.
the only one voting that year, right?
Nobody else accepted it. So I won, so default.
And last year, 2016, it was won by Kev of the 365 Flicks podcast for his impersonation of British Guy.
Well done, Kev. Well done.
That was a big stretch for him.
It was a big stretch for him. I guess I should probably look at who won this year, and I do have it down here. The nominees are me for Hunter McAllister. I have a glass of tea. Would you like to join me? Ha ha ha.
I thought that's your Remy. Remy LaCroix.
I didn't win this year.
Kevin Spacey.
I got kids in the basement. Blake for Matthew McConaughey.
As it was pointed out,
I like to drive Buick.
It would probably be a good impersonation if he didn't keep saying Buick, as what was pointed out.
Jeff for his Warner Brother executives.
What? I do not know this is possible.
Scab Jeff for just being an asshole. What about? Hold on, just Scab Jeff. You still have a shot at winning.
I do.
I have a problem with. He's not actually doing an impersonation of an asshole. He is one.
That's true. Ask his ex-wife. Soon to be.
And I mean that in the most, in the nicest possible way.
I just
You know how I signed your book.
I just want to say, just because you're an asshole doesn't mean you can't also impersonate an asshole.
It's true.
It's not impersonation. It's real life.
I was going to say, yeah, I agree with you, Jim, on that. It's not
I'm with
impersonation.
Jim. I think he should be kicked
Well,
out.
it doesn't matter. We don't get a vote on this one. It's just the fans get to vote.
What?
Yes. Sorry.
I voted for Jeff on it.
The winner
So did I.
for the best impression of the year by a Hobie guest or fan is Jeff for Warner Brothers executive. What? Well, you won. 51% of the vote.
Jeff?
More than half?
Oh yeah, no one voted for me.
Are you a first? Are you a first-time Hobie?
That is your first.
This is my
That's your
first
first
floppy
floppy.
ever.
You have more than Scab Jeff.
I think I hit more than Scam Jeff even before he went.
Yes.
I
Welcome.
voted for Scam Jeff for this.
Welcome, Jeff, to former floppy winners. We have a jacket in the back that you now get to wear a couple
Yes.
of times.
Oh, is this an exclusive
And
club
certain
now?
secrets that we can't tell you because
Unfortunately, there's also some stains on those jackets.
That's fine.
they're jingle jackets.
So congratulations, Jeff. You got anything to say?
Well, I suppose I have to give an acceptance speech. So, I would like to thank all the other nominees. They were great. And even though Scab Jeff's asshole impersonation was stellar, I win. I am the best.
I feel like you've gone into Schwarzenegger
Yeah,
with that.
kind of did. I was more Austrian.
And this begins his campaign for his best Arnold Schwarzenegger campaign.
Scab Jeff, how does it feel to not win a floppy again? You've had many
The
nominations.
same as for the last 4 years.
I feel
Well, how
like
about the last 3 awards?
I was going to say, the last 3 in a row, you've been either nominated or written in. And
Scab Jeff, you are now called Susan Lucci. I'm sorry. It's a bad day for you.
Isn't it more important just to be nominated?
No.
No.
That's like the Bengals. Isn't it important to be in the playoffs? No.
Let's move on. Home Video Hustle is doing their first floppy nomination. Let's hear it from them.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Brent,
And this is PJ.
and we are the Home Video Hustle.
Hustle, motherfucking hustle.
We're here today to help out our good friends at Hobie. They got a thing going on called the Floppies,
Yes, the floppies.
and they've asked us to give out an award. An award they've asked us to give out is for the best classic film that everyone should see.
Yes. As far as classic, what are we talking about?
Like the kind of stuff we watch on our show. You see here, at the Home Video Hustle, we got a different idea what classic may mean. We're not talking about like your Gone with the Winds, your Wizard of Oz, your Casablancas, anything like that. We like the good shit. We like stuff like Demolition Man, Truck Turners, Superfly, Dolomite. Like those are classics to us. So when you ask for classics for Home Video Hustle, you might get something a little different here. You can always be sure though, you're gonna get something fun from us.
Damn right. So as you could only imagine what our choice could be.
Let's let them know what we picked as our nominees, PJ.
Drum roll, please.
The nominees are Truck Turner,
Yes. Woo!
Demolition Man,
Woo!
Star Wars,
Boo.
Tales from the Hood,
Woo!
and Cannibal Holocaust.
Yeah.
And now, beautiful young lady, would you come and bring me that envelope so we can figure out what the answer is?
Survey is.
And the floppy for best classic film that everyone should see from the home video hustle goes to Demolition Man.
Damn right. Did y'all expect anything else?
Well, some people might have been thinking Tales from the Hood because that was the thing about it. It was hard to choose between Tales from the Hood and Demolition Man.
We were hype on that one too.
See, a lot of people don't really get down on horror movies because we had some people be like, we love that episode, but I don't really like horror movies, all the violence and gore. But you see, Demolition Man, anybody can watch that. It's an action movie. It's got comedy. It ain't overly super like gory or nothing like that. It's just fun to watch.
Yeah, right? There you go.
But of course, there's going to be some people that may be like, oh, Demolition Man, that's not a classic film.
See, the way this works is violence is the key. Wesley Snipes, Sylvester Stallone, and guns. What more do you need? Add a few cuss words in there.
Exactly, and like I said, when it comes to home video hustle, we do things a tad bit differently around here.
There you go.
So once again, the floppy for best classic film that everyone should see given out from the home video hustle goes to Demolition Man. We'd also like to thank Hobie for having us come on here to give out this award. And we'd also would like to say, hey, if you want to find out what we thought about Demolition Man, we got that episode up. You can go download it right now. homevideohustle.podbean.com. You should go check us out if you ain't heard that yet.
Yes, yes, yes.
Damn right. Thank you, Hobie. Thank you, Hobie listeners. We hope you'll come by and check us out sometime. Get your hustle on. Hustle. Motherfucking hustle. Back to y'all, Hobie.
Jim, what do you think about that? Demolition Man wins.
I can't argue with it, man.
No! I feel like Demolition Man has more floppies than Scab Jeff, and I feel like that's a very good sign.
Yes, yes.
That is the epitome of floppies. That is how high the standard is.
I think I might have voted for Scam Jeff over Demolition.
How dare you? Rob Schneider was in that. Moving on.
Scam Jeff? Oh, we don't want the divorce happen.
Moving on to the best superhero film of the year 2017. Let's go with Michael Leal.
Hey everyone, this is Michael from Who the What Now podcast, and I'm here to announce the winner of the 2017 Floppy Award for Best Superhero Film. And the nominees are Wonder Woman, the first new DC film to not suck. The first one. Great cast, great acting, great soundtrack. And an impossibly charismatic actress, lead actress in Gal Gadot. Gadot is her name, it's not Gadot, even though Gadot would be better, unfortunately. Really, really cool stuff. You will believe a woman can kick a bunch of Nazis' asses. But they're not Nazis, proto-Nazis. Spider-Man Homecoming. The best representation of Spider-Man on film to date, the actual character of Spider-Man, not necessarily everything else, but Spider-Man is really great in that movie. The Vulture, possibly the best Marvel Cinematic villain yet. The Vulture is somehow cool looking and menacing, very menacing, thanks to a great portrayal by Michael Keaton, former Batman. Justice League, the first Zack Snyder film, DC film to not completely offend comic book fans. It did more right than it did wrong this time. Probably with the help of Joss Whedon there. Or maybe not. Maybe the Joss Whedon messed it up. I don't know. But there was some very enjoyable stuff in there. And definitely a step up from Batman vs. Superman. Logan. Logan is the R-rated Wolverine film that the fans have always wanted. You see the blood. You see the guts. You see the anger. The rage. You get to see some Reavers in this film. And it's not just a good superhero film. It's also just a good film. It's like a Western. Modern Western. Superhero Western. Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Everything you would want in a Guardians of the Galaxy sequel. It hits all the right notes. The Ravagers are cool. Not to be confused with the Reavers. There's some really great elements to it. You get some new characters. Star-Lord meets his dad, but turns out he's a dick. And other comic book movies were also there. But we're not going to talk about them here, because they kind of sucked. Or I just didn't see them. So the winner is, drumroll please, Wonder Woman. Easily the best. Congratulations to Wonder Woman and everybody involved. Easily the best superhero movie of the year. Just a real solid movie. It wasn't just a movie, it was a cultural phenomenon for those months it was in the movie theater. Pulse-pounding soundtrack. It brought in people who were not comic book readers, not superhero movie goers. People who've never seen a superhero movie came in to see this one. There were entire showings just for women. It became, kind of a cultural touchstone is what it became. And it's a solid film all the way through. And Gal Gadot plays it perfectly. So there you have it. Your winner of the 2017 Floppy Award for Best Superhero Film, Wonder Woman. You could listen to me ramble on about pop culture nonsense with my wife, Michelle, and our sometimes host, Jeremy, on the Who the What Now podcast. You can catch that on Stitcher, iTunes, iHeartRadio, and everywhere you could get fine podcasts. You could also follow us on Twitter at WTWN_podcast. All right, thanks for playing. Back to everybody in the studio. Bye-bye.
Oh, Thor was screwed.
I have no issue with Thor not winning.
Nah, Wonder Woman was good.
I have no problem with Wonder Woman.
And anything that Gal Gadot does deserves an award.
Okay.
All right, moving on.
Worst comedy film of 2017, and we're doing the tradition that the fans pick this one because they've seen more bad films than we have sometimes. Here's the nominees. You can always vote at Bad Ideas Podcast on Twitter. Not now because the voting is closed. Fist Fight, Snatched, The House, and Baywatch. All very bad films. Previous winners, well, just last year, Zoolander 2.
It was a new category last year.
Yes.
Shouldn't have 50 Shades been on here?
Well, we don't think they accept awards for it being a comedy movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Best S&M did win. Let's see here. And the winner for Worst Comedy of the Year. Come on, Bednar, you're the musician. Best musician in business. Baywatch. Baywatch
Is anybody
wins.
surprised by this win? I mean,
No,
when it
nobody.
came out, you pretty much could have handed him the floppy on the spot.
Oh,
right?
but
I actually enjoy. I
it's
kind
so
of want.
dreamy.
I
and the
actually
rock
wanted to
is
see
so
it.
Yummy.
I am proud to say I haven't seen any movie on this list.
I'm not.
That's
Well
pretty
done, Baywatch. Thank you.
Yeah, well,
That's pretty much why we let the listeners vote for that one because
The House beat out Chips for the
I was gonna say, what
for
happened
this.
to Chips? Yeah.
Chips was going to be on, and then nobody really
I
saw
know
that.
somebody who saw Baywatch, and he said it wasn't really that bad.
I heard it wasn't as funny as they thought it was going to be.
Yeah,
That's a bad sign.
I think it was just more, take it for what it is.
Yeah.
Is The House the sequel to Duplex?
This is why you don't win floppies. Here we go. Biggest box office bomb of the year voted on by Hobie. Nominees are
a lot of nominees for this.
Only the Brave, 18 million on a budget of 38 million. Mother! 17 million on a budget of 30 million, and it had Jeff's nominee for best film of the year, so that means it automatically goes to worst.
Was he talking about me and said your name?
No, I
was
meant
talking
you.
about you.
Scab Jeff.
Wait,
Sorry.
Mother was a real movie?
Yeah,
That
it was
wasn't-
Jennifer Lawrence.
That wasn't Justice League?
No.
It was a good movie.
In your eyes. Anyways, Cure for Wellness, 8 million on a budget of 40 million. Can't believe it was a $40 million budget.
Yeah.
We would like to thank Doug for all these numbers being corrected. Suburbicon, 6 million on a budget of 25 million. That's with Matt Damon. Valerian and City of Lost Gold, 87,000 cities. 40 million on a budget of 177 million.
Well played.
And it's Valerian.
Whatever. You know what? They don't care, neither do we.
It looked like it might be interesting, but I saw maybe one preview for it and never realized when it was out in the theaters.
No.
It's actually been released already?
Yeah.
I thought the preview was before Justice League.
It was up on against Star Wars, so I'm sure it did well. The Promise, 8 million on a budget of 90 million.
I promise.
Monster Trucks, 33 million on a budget of 125.
That's surprising it didn't make money.
Yeah.
It only sat on the shelves for like 4 years.
The problem was they only showed it at places like U.S. Bank Arena.
Sunday,
That's still open.
And only on Sunday!
Everybody went to see it in live action. It was just a film. Damn it. King Arthur: Legend of the Sword made 39 million on a budget of 175.
Are they going to come back with the sequels for that?
Nope.
Apparently not, but I didn't think it was that horrible.
Charlie Hunnam.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
The best part is I read the one review for the end of the year, like the worst films of the year, and they go, well, the positive is we are saved from 5 sequels. Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales. We're going to milk this until the end. We're Luke Skywalker. 173.
800 million worldwide, though. Let's not forget that.
Oh, sorry. 173 on a $380 million budget.
We'll probably have 2 or 3 more of those coming out.
Geostorm, 33 million on a budget of 120. Best review that Hobie got was worse than you think. The Space Between Us, 7.9 million on a budget of 30 million. Fuck you, Space Between Us.
Fuck you, poor Martian boy.
Yeah, fuck you.
What if the Space Between Us and Wonder formed one movie together?
I would cry.
Then they would definitely win the Hobie for the floppy for the worst movie of the year, right?
Ghost in the Shell, 40 million on a budget of 110, but it has Scarlett Johansson. I think that should be excluded.
I'm not voting for Ghost.
Nope, that's out. Okay,
it's out. Take it out.
Okay. So, Doug, what's your worst film of the year? Biggest bomb.
You know, I'd want to go with Geostorm. That seems to be the biggest. But because we want to stay on the good side of our supreme overlord,
yes,
I'm gonna go with Suburbicon because that flaming liberal George Clooney changed the movie midstream when Trump won. So I'm going with Suburbicon.
Damn liberal media.
And he lives in Italy. Why does he care what goes on here?
That's right.
Damn Italians.
I'm going with Gotham.
It seems like you got a grudge there.
So Justice League it is.
Number one, Dr. Bednar?
I think it's got to be Valerian. Apparently, I never watched it, but a lot of people
40 million, 177.
Excited about it, but it's a terrible movie.
I'm going Valerian. I'm going as a vote too, Dr. Bednar. I'm with you. Jim?
Can I Hobie this?
Yes.
For 2?
Yep.
I'm going to go with King Arthur and Geostorm.
Okay.
Yeah, they were just...
Scab, or no, you're real Jeff.
I'm not Scab Jeff. You already voted.
Sorry, what's your one?
He's not a floppy.
That's right. That's right.
As terrible as King Arthur seemed to be, and as bad as it did, Valerian was put out by a small independent company, and they spent way too much money on a movie that pretty much bankrupted everyone involved.
Yes.
Yeah, I was going to say, it killed an entire studio, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So I'm going with Valerian.
Much like Cutthroat Island. Well done, Valerian.
Valerian.
You didn't win the box office, but you won a floppy.
Way to destroy everything associated with you.
Much like Scab Jeff's divorce.
They will probably advertise Floppy Award winner on the box.
When they sit on patio.
Well done. So congratulations. Let's move on. We got best abs of the year.
I think I got a chance for this one.
Jim, you have the best ab.
It's just one now.
Yes.
It's awesome.
But it is nice. So we are going with Heno and Steph.
Hi, this is Heno and Steph from the Gotham Lights podcast. We're a podcast dedicated to the television show Gotham, a fan cast, if you would. And we've been asked by the History of Bad Ideas to watch Riverdale.
I saw that in Running for the Hills. I couldn't believe that Palmer watched it for as much as he did.
Have you watched it, by the way?
No.
No, I think Sean from the Pittsburgh Nerd podcast made a comment about, and do you dress like a little girl when you watch this? And I'm just assuming he was talking about Riverdale. He may have been talking about something else for all I know. I mean, I don't.
Riverdale bad.
Gotham good.
Grundy approved.
Yes. They see Hobie's missing out on Grundy this year.
They are.
They're missing out on amazing dumb Ed on dumb
that too.
Ed, that too, yeah. And because that's what Ed does. Oh,
Pretty
and
much.
the Gotham City Sirens.
Yes.
And and more side boob than you would ever need to see. Yeah, so it doesn't matter. It's okay, Hobie. It's quite all right. We're no offense taken, none whatsoever. You just go ahead and Riverdale yourself. That actually leads me right into our nominees for the night. The 2017 Floppy Award for Best Abs in a Television Show or Motion Picture. And as always, Steph and I, we always make sure we are picking both men and women. And for our women, we have nominated Sophia Boutella and Charlize Theron from the movie Atomic Blonde, where you get gratuitous side boob grabbage, and it's a very nice. Now, you saw that movie, didn't you?
I haven't, no, but...
Oh, you haven't?
No, I've heard things, and I have seen trailers and stuff, so I know, and I know what goes on between the two of them, so I approve these choices.
Yes, and it's like, yes.
And like you said, we're all about equal opportunity nominees for Best Abs here. So for our men, our nominees are Jason Momoa.
Done.
And that's it. With honorable mentions, everyone else.
Yes, all other men. Because all I can see is just that turning body and the tattoos and the chest and
the water.
And the abs and the, yeah.
And that, of course, is from Justice League.
Yes, Justice League.
If you didn't already know.
Now, we did give Zac Efron, who actually, I have to say, he had some pretty amazing abs in Baywatch, but what a douche.
Yeah.
I just couldn't do it.
At least Jason Momoa is Jason Momoa.
I know, it's all
cool.
What do I need to say? Yeah. Have you seen the video of him drinking beer and throwing axes? Hatchets or whatever. I mean, come on. Zac Efron. Sure.
Yeah.
And,
also, honorable mention, The Rock was in the same movie. He's always got amazing abs wherever he goes. Just in general, I love The Rock.
I think other than Jeff and Jason's ab, which are also in the Hall of Fame because, how can... Two guys can't make one ab look better. I mean, really, I don't think they can. I really don't think. But The Rock, I think, is solid Hall of Fame material as well. Mm-hmm. Up on the board for eternity. But however, for 2017, I just have to Jason Momoa.
Hands down, Jason Momoa.
So congratulations, Jason Momoa, for the 2017 Floppy Award for Best Abs in a Television Show or Motion Picture.
Yay!
Steph, tell them where they can find us.
Yeah, so if you are into Batman, into Gotham, into just hearing us chat about random things sometimes, check us out wherever you can find podcasts. We're on Stitcher, iTunes, TuneIn Radio, iHeartRadio. You can also reach us on Twitter at Gotham Lights. Send us an email, gothamlightspodcast@gmail.com. And you can also find us on Facebook by searching Gotham Lights.
See, Jason, I told you Aquaman was worth something. Aquaman has a floppy.
I'm very happy I voted for Heno's opponent 4 times in the city council because he made fun of Riverdale, so fuck him.
Well,
I can't stay mad at him. I love him.
And you voted for him 4 times.
I did. I love Heno. Thank you, guys. Brit of the Year. This is the big one. Second biggest award of the year. Canadian is next. Well, at the end, that's the biggest. Brit of the Year, picked by the fans and us. Let's see. We have Chris of 365 Flicks. He came to Cincinnati. Kevin of 365 Flicks. He came to Cincinnati. Emily Blunt, who won in 2015. 16. Sorry. 16. 15. Scab Jeff.
Another opportunity.
Yes. Last year's winner were Ruby and Scarlett, Kev's daughter. So if Kevin doesn't win, his daughters are better than him. That didn't take much.
Yes.
So, Jim, who's your pick for Brit of the Year?
Well, should we read the...
Kevin won. He's got 1 vote from the fans.
The fans. Kevin ran away with the fan vote.
I was ahead at one point.
You were, and then
when it was 1 to nothing to nothing to nothing.
When I voted for myself and nobody else had voted.
So, Jim, who's your vote?
As much as I would like to vote for Scab Jeff, I'm voting Chris.
Chris gets it, okay. Jeff, how about you?
I am looking at our brand new Fisto sitting on the table. I have to go for Chris on that.
Doug?
Well, I just met him this year. That's my criteria. I'm going with Chris.
Okay.
You met Kevin, too, this year, buddy.
I only have one
Jeff?
vote. Okay, I'll Hobie it. I'll take Chris and Kevin.
Okay.
Hey!
Jeff?
Well,
Scab Jeff?
I am nominated on this, but I'm going to have to go with Chris.
Dr. Bednar?
Well, his name is Chris.
Okay. And I'm going Emily Blunt. So, winner of the Brit of the Year, Chris from the 365 Flicks podcast.
I don't think he's going to hold this over Kevin at all.
No, not at all. Not at all.
If he comes to the show, you can present him with the floppy,
2017 Cincinnati Comic Expo. Come on by, Chris.
2018 Expo.
Whatever.
If you come to 2017 Expo, you're in the past.
Yes.
And then Blake will yell at you for time travel.
That's true. So we appreciate that. Chris, congratulations. You better hold that over in your apartment. Your house is a big award. Very big award. Doug, can you get me another award for that one?
Possibly.
Okay. Let's go to... Speaking of Chris, he is sexy. Let's go to the Sexiest Man with the Beard Award by...
Thank you.
Hey, not you. By Jeannie of Hobie and Tony.
So what are we doing, honey?
We're doing the Hobie Floppy situation.
I'm drinking beer.
Yes, me too. We're doing the Hobie Floppy situation.
Do you know what a floppy is?
It's an award.
It's a
Hobie.
floppy penis.
Is that what they give out? Floppy dicks?
Yes, that's what it's supposed to be. It's a floppy penis.
That seems like a terrible prize.
It's an insult. Like, nobody wants a floppy dick.
I suppose.
No.
There's probably a fetish for soft penises.
Those people are wrong. There's nothing you can do with a soft penis besides laugh at it.
You know what you can do?
What?
Not be awkward in public. So that works for me.
Because you have a raging hard-on in your pants?
Well, not now.
Well, I mean, this awkward times in public?
Yeah, it's been known to happen.
That never happens.
You gotta slide your wallet over to disguise.
I have a vagina, so I don't have to deal with this.
That's why I have an iPhone. I can put it over my penis.
That's why you have an iPhone.
Yeah, it's like a technological wonder, also a codpiece.
That's fantastic.
So
Good thing that I know this.
All right. So what are we doing?
I wanted to do give a floppy for the best beer accessory.
Okay, but what were we asked to do?
Oh, we were asked to do the best beard, but that's just dumb.
So
because I was also told that you couldn't win, and Brian says Jason is dead to him.
Right.
So it's not. I mean, best beard would go to the hop beard that they have at Beard's Brewing. There you go. There's the floppy. Now let's do one that matters.
I'm just saying. So as Jeannie from Hobie tradition, you're completely altering the plan.
Well, I just don't.
Pray you don't alter it further, or whatever
Yeah.
Vader said.
I just don't like it.
Okay. That's fair.
Yeah. So
Well,
I want to do.
Sorry, guys. Your fourth mic here does not approve of the floppy you chose for us.
Well, it's a floppy. So I want to do best beer accessory.
I think Salty Language should do the Hardies.
Broken Hardies? Like you're talking wrestling?
No, I mean, instead of a softie, a Hardy.
Instead of a floppy, you get a rager?
Yeah.
Okay.
A Ragey?
A rager.
Nah, we don't want to do awards. That means we have to do work.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
So what are some of the best beer accessories?
Well, is this a... How are we doing this?
Yeah.
Are we just going to name stuff off?
Yeah, we have to. I have,
And we're going to work... Are you picking the winner? Am I picking the winner?
Yeah, we're going to pick it together.
Okay.
That's we're a team. Go team. Team awesome.
Yeah, it's not high five
Yeah.
by the mic.
That would be great.
Yeah,
Come on.
No. So I guess, you got to have your ever-present keychain bottle opener. That's
Okay.
a great accessory to have because you never know when you need your car keys and a beer.
Yeah, and we have those all over the place.
We
We
do.
have them on our cooler. We have them in all of our cars.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so good choice. Bottle opener.
Yes, I know.
Pint glass.
Pint glass?
Yeah, you need a pint glass for a beer.
It depends on the beer.
Yeah.
Some beers that are snifters.
Okay, how about just appropriate glassware?
I can deal with that.
Okay, appropriate
You
glassware.
realize what beer swilling douches we sound like right now?
I think I already come across that way.
Okay. All right, fair enough.
All right. So then we go into like the correct way to drink beer and beer fast, and I think you need to add a pretzel necklace.
That is an excellent beer accessory.
All right, so I got 2. You need 1 more.
Why do I need one more?
Because it's 2 and 2.
Okay. I guess I'm going to have to go with my beard.
Okay.
Because it goes well when I'm drinking beer. Because
And
people always assume I'm in the industry.
And there is that brewery, Beard's Brewery,
That's true.
who has the hot beard.
Yeah.
Who
and
makes...
I'm also... There's a garbage wedged in between our couch over there. Our son must be executed. I'm also staying in line with the beard formula that Hobie originally wanted.
Okay.
Yeah.
But what's awesome about the Beard's Brewery is their head brewer does a batch brew from the yeast that you find in his beard.
Which is odd and good at the same time, and also slightly creepy.
Yeah, you don't want to know that before you drink it. But after you drink it, you're like, yeah, that's gross.
Well, it makes sense, because if he's in the brew house, there's yeast flying everywhere. But
Yeah.
the fact they harvest it from his... I don't know how they harvest it. Hopefully he doesn't just dunk
It's
it.
just a vacuum.
I guess it's that.
Get all the nitty-gritty bits out of it.
I was just hoping he wasn't, like, dunking his face in the vat or something.
Oh, he just goes swimming in the vat.
Yeah, oh boy.
Well, first I'm going to get clean, and then I'm going to take a dip in the vat.
I don't think getting clean it defeats the purpose, though.
Well, just his body.
Oh.
You leave his beard alone.
You don't want floppy beer.
I don't want floppy beer.
Yeah.
Put the Speedo on. Make sure it's airtight.
This is true. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So, what do we say the winner of the floppy is?
For the best beer accessory?
Yeah.
Probably my Hobie koozie.
I thought you were going to go with beard. Because it would be funny. So, yeah, floppy goes to beards.
Oh, okay. Beards in general?
Just beards in general
All
while
right.
you're drinking beer.
Okay.
Then you have alliteration, and you make me very happy. Beards and beard.
Our dog is trying to swat you in the door.
Yeah, that's Sophie horse.
Yeah. All right. Well, then, yeah, I guess I'll go with beards, get the floppy. Hopefully, we didn't go too long. I don't remember how long they let their segments go for, because we're just keep yammering.
Well, then stop.
It's not that easy for me.
All right, ready?
What?
I'm done.
Oh, man. I really thought I was going to win that one alone.
But everybody that has a beard, except Scab Jeff, because his is just patchy.
That's not much of beer. That's like a 5 o'clock shadow, so it doesn't count.
Yeah.
This is what all the cool kids are doing nowadays.
Uh-huh.
Not the goatee that you got going.
I know I'm not cool.
That's so 2002,
But you know what?
2003.
I have a floppy.
Really? I started my goatee in 93. Was I...
You were ahead of your time.
Oh.
Doug, I have a floppy. Do you have a floppy?
I have a few of them, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so beards win.
Beards wins. Yay.
Now, for Best Video Game of the Year 2017, we appreciate Green Up, who did not win Idahoan of the Year for the second year in a row.
I voted for him.
Yes, right. He's with VF, the Velvet Fog.
Velvet Fog, formerly of...
Graphic Novice? What is that?
It was a podcast.
Was it really a podcast back in the day?
By technical terms, yes.
Okay, just checking. Did you ever see that thing on The Onion that there's more podcasters than there are listeners?
Wouldn't surprise me. But that's why we're giving these awards away.
That's right. So take away, Green Up and VF.
2017
so
Hobie...
because you didn't tell me you were ready, I didn't hit record. You have to start over.
Words. Oh, you were going to record.
Oh, are you recording too?
Well, I'm automatically recording.
Oh. You're like...
I have one going.
That should be like your nickname, Mr. Automatic.
Mr. Automatic. Do you have your recording going yet?
I do.
You do have your recording going?
Yes.
All right. Let's get this going. This is the 2017 History of Bad Idea year-end awards that they give out. And this is for the Video Game of the Year category. And presenting this award is myself, Benjamin Scott VF of the defunct Graphic Novice Podcast.
And newly announced member of Green Up Gaming.
Newly announced member of the Green Up Gaming podcast. That's not coming out very regularly, so I'm okay with that schedule right now. I don't have a problem with that.
What are you talking about? I got like 3 weeks solo episodes, and I'm back to consistent, buddy.
Are you?
Yeah.
Well. Let's just say you are Ryan Bigley.
That's me.
Founder of Green Up Gaming, and your little like 10-15 minute podcast.
Hey, it's an episode, and it's consistent. I've done
It's
it.
an episode,
yeah,
and
3
it's
weeks in a row.
consistent. Okay. I'll let that one slide. It's a lot better than what I've been outputting lately. Well, let's get started here. I'm sure they have a rest of their podcast to get going here. You had pulled on Twitter.
And last year we kind of did our own thing, and then Nickel was able to sabotage it by sending in the winner of, I believe it was Pokemon Go.
Right.
One last year. So to keep with the History of Ideas theme, they always put up polls up. So I thought, why don't we do that with this award? So I did.
Shooters category that we set up here. First, we had Call of Duty World War II.
Yes, the most recent
first,
of all of them.
Developed by Sledgehammer Games and published by Activision. It's the 14th Call of Duty game that they put out. It was released recently, like you said, in November of this year. The second is PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. Pretty cool game. Multiplayer online battle royale type game. It was developed and published by PUBG Corporation, which is a subsidiary of a Korean publisher called Bluehole, and published by another Korean company called Tencent.
So Tencent Bluehole. You can take that one and run with it.
No. Indeed. The last for this one is Destiny 2, developed by Bungie and published by Activision once again. This was released in September, the sequel to the very popular Destiny. And the Twitter poll winner of that category was Destiny 2.
That is correct.
That's correct. Great. Way to move forward there, Destiny 2.
Yeah.
And the second category for shooter, the first nominee in the second category is Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands. Say that 3 times.
Loved that game.
Pretty cool. The second nominee in this category is Star Wars Battlefront 2, everybody's favorite Star Wars game currently. The last nominee in this category is Prey, another first-person shooter type game. It was developed by Arcane Studios and polished by Bethesda Softworks. And so the winner of the Shooter 2 category and moving up to the semifinals was Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands. So congratulations on moving up. Next category, sports. Y'all love sports games.
We do. I do.
Mm-hmm. I love seeing millions of copies in stores that are used. First with this category is, of course, Madden 18, developed by EA Tiburon and published by EA Sports. Released August of this year, of course. FIFA 18, that is the second nominee in this category. Also published by EA Sports, developed by EA Vancouver. And the final nominee in this category is NBA 2K18, developed by Visual Concept and published by 2K Sports, released September of this year. All right, and the winner in this category?
Madden
18. Yeah. Congratulations, Matt. Way to go. Moving on to our racing category. These are all Twitter responses for winners. These aren't,
These aren't our choices.
One game might be better than the other, but somebody might be trolling and choose a winner just for the lulz. We have the racing category. First nominee, Forza 7, developed by Turn 10 Studios, published by Microsoft Studios, serving as the 10th installment of the Forza series, released on Windows, Xbox One in October of this year. Console exclusive, apparently. Guess that's their series.
Well, and to be fair, when I picked these games, I went console exclusive for each major console.
Okay, I see here. Because next nominee is Mario Kart Deluxe 8. Developed and published by Nintendo for the Nintendo Switch, released April of this year. And the last nominee is Gran Turismo Sports, developed by Polyphony Digital and published by Sony exclusively for the PlayStation 4 and was released of October of this year. So, winner of that category, Mario Kart Deluxe 8.
Good job, Mario.
Good job. Now, the Mario Kart Deluxe 8 is actually a port from Mario Kart 8, which was released last year. This is a kind of redone port for the Switch for this year. So,
right.
Yeah. All right. And we have action adventure broken into 2 categories thanks to Twitter. First up, we have For Honor, hack and slash fighting game developed by Ubisoft for all game systems. It was released February of this year. Second nominee, Friday the 13th, survival horror video game. You know, that kind of came out of nowhere, developed by Ilphonic and published by Gun Media. It was released on May of this year, digitally only for the PC. And it is released, actually, it was already released back in early October for the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Windows, physical release in October.
I have 2 little ones, so I don't think I'll be playing that game anytime soon.
No, I don't think so either. But they might enjoy the next nominee, which is The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, developed and published by Nintendo for the Nintendo Switch, and I believe it was the last Wii U game.
Yes.
It came out in March of this year. It's a great game. I enjoy that one. Last nominee is Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. We all know about that survival game from Capcom.
Yes.
This one came out in January of this year. For Windows, PlayStation 4, and PlayStation VR, and Xbox One. Winner of that category, Friday the 13th. So congratulations for moving up on that. The second category for action adventure, first up is Mass Effect Andromeda, developed by BioWare, published by Electronic Arts for PlayStation 4, Windows, and Xbox One, released March of this year. So yeah. Next on the list, Assassin's Creed Origins, published by Ubisoft, developed by Ubisoft Montreal, and probably every other Ubisoft developer they have running. They like doing that. Let's see. Next on that list, Cuphead, indie game that has garnered much love among the community. Came out September of this year. It was developed and published by Studio MDHR. And last on this list, we actually have a fighting game, Injustice 2, developed by NetherRealm Studios, published by Warner Brothers. The sequel to Injustice: Gods Among Us. The winner of this category, of the second action-adventure category, is surprisingly Mass Effect Andromeda.
I don't know how that happened.
That was Twitter trolling.
Yes, it was.
Twitter trolling. All right, so moving down, we're going to take these down to our semifinals from these various categories.
Yes.
You ready?
I am.
All right, so we had Madden 18. We had Friday the 13th and Destiny 2 for our first semifinal category. And Twitter chose Friday the 13th.
They did?
They did. Which I don't blame them. I would choose it too in that category. The second semifinal category, we had Mass Effect Andromeda, Mario Kart Deluxe 8, and Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon The Wildlands. Ooh. Winner of that category, Mario Kart Deluxe 8. Thank God it wasn't Mass Effect. Sorry for anybody who develops it that might be listening to this, but I doubt it. That game needed work. So that was the semifinals?
Yeah, that was it. And then we got to the finals.
Got to the finals. You pushed it as much as you could on Twitter to vote. I wasn't paying attention for a while, but I thought Mario Kart was going to win. You know, I was like,
did too.
It's ahead. It had an early lead start there going, and then I checked it earlier last night, getting ready for this, and I was like, holy shit, Friday the 13th won.
It did. They squeaked out just barely with, was it 54% of the votes? They came through. It was a close one all the way to the end. It
was pretty close, but Friday the 13th is the Hobie 2017 Game of the Year. Congratulations, Hobie. You like Friday the 13th.
Yes. And
thank you for having me again, Ryan. I appreciate it.
As always, it was my pleasure. Thank you, VF.
All right. Take care, everybody.
Anytime you get VF on the air, it's beautiful. It really is.
It's a great voice to listen to.
He's very sultry.
Even if he goes on and on and on and on and gives away 4,000 awards.
You know, everyone don't want a floppy there except Scab Jeff. It's a shame.
Wow, didn't even win an award in that with all those floppies handed out.
Let's see. Best running. We got 4 more categories here. Best sports story of the year 2017. Pittsburgh Nerd is presenting this one. They present one last year. I forget who won last year. It was not Pittsburgh beating the Braves in the playoffs years ago in the 90s. Remember that?
Happened.
Oh, that's right. Because Barry Bonds went to throw it and Sid Bream beat the throw home. That was a wonderful time. Sorry, Pittsburgh. Take it away.
So anyway, I told her, I'm like, look, I'll put it in my mouth, but it's going to cost him extra.
What?
Yeah,
Wow.
Oh, hi there. I didn't see you come in. I'm Sean.
And I'm Ian.
And we're the hosts of the Pittsburgh Nerd Podcast. Hey, Ian, did you know it's floppy season?
I did not know.
Yes, our good friends at the
Hobie. I didn't know the Apple IIc was back in.
Yeah, the Apple IIc is back, and the Hobie Floppy Awards are this year. Our friends at the History of Bad Ideas podcast have once again asked us to do the best sports moment of 2017.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I've racked my brain, done some major calculation. I have consulted with a number of trained professionals.
A lot of angry typing was happening.
A lot of angry typing. I talked to a few hobos under the 15th Street Bridge.
Yeah.
And I've come up with a list of what is apparently the top moments of the year.
Okay.
So we will give them as such.
One down or last one up?
I'm not in no particular order.
Okay.
No particular order. But we have the Super Bowl comeback / meltdown between the Patriots and the Falcons.
Okay.
Your Pittsburgh Penguins going back-to-back as Stanley Cup champions. The first time that has happened in 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
So, very news and noteworthy.
Sure.
The hype and the somewhat living up to the hype fight between Mayweather and McGregor.
Yes.
And lastly, the chaos that has been the college football playoff for the 2017 season.
Okay.
So I think a lot of good stuff here. A lot of great moments into it, but these to me are the biggest. And anything you're leaning towards there? Anything you feel?
It has to be that Atlanta meltdown.
I concur, and so does my data. So
yeah, it has to be.
Yeah. And as much fun as it was watching McGregor talk shit all summer long.
With Wood.
Yeah. It's your Hobie 2017 floppy does go to the Patriots and the Falcons for the Super Bowl comeback / meltdown.
Yeah.
So there you go.
It is.
There it is. So I hope you all have a joyous holiday season. And hopefully, by the time this recording comes out, Marvin Lewis has been fired.
Ever.
Yeah.
And thank you, Pittsburgh and Pittsburgh Nerd. That would be Sean and Ian.
I'm sorry. The Patriots.
Anybody giving the Patriots anything?
Yes. I mean.
So, Doug, when you jumped on the bandwagon in 2003, how does it feel?
Yeah, he jumped on the bandwagon after that.
Yeah, 2005. I will say you're not a bandwagon fan. You did have the original Patriots pennant back in the day. So
I watched all of Super Bowl 20 where they got their asses beat by the Bears.
Okay.
That's because they weren't Super Bowl shuffling.
That's true.
Who wasn't? Finally, best pod friend category here. Best Wrestler of Year 2017. Presented by Floppy Award winner Chris. 2017 Floppy Award winner. Kevin. Good thing you were nominated. Anyways, take it away, Chris and Eeyore.
Hi, guys. That was crap, wasn't it?
Yep. bit more upbeat. It's the Floppies.
Okay, Floppies.
How are you?
Hey, guys. This is 365 Flicks here. We're here to present an award for something.
Hello, Floppy listeners. This is Chris and Kev
Hiya.
from the 365 Flicks podcast.
Whoop, whoop.
We hope you're enjoying the awards show so far.
I very much doubt it, but I hope they are.
Probably not. Probably
Yeah.
not. No. Bit long-winded, if anything.
Bit long-winded, bit pretentious.
And also a fix.
A massive fix.
Yeah.
I hear Scab Jeff the llama botherer is going to be in the studio.
Fixing things.
Fixing things.
Dirty bastard.
Llama botherer. Jason said that we should do best wrestler of the year, but we decided fuck that. We are going to do the true best Brit of the year, which is me. It is in fact me. If I do not pick up this award, I am going to be very, very pissed off. But seriously, lads, that's not me saying you have to give me it. So what we're doing, Chris? What's the floppy for?
We were going to do best wrestler, but, well, fuck it.
Yeah, that's Paige all day. So
Yeah, Paige.
Yeah, Paige. Always Paige.
So, Kevin.
Yes, Christopher.
Blimey.
Threw you off with the full Christian name there, didn't I?
I know.
That's your birthday name.
Thank you very much.
Christopher.
Would you like to know what the nominations are?
Not really, but go on then.
I'm going to tell you anyway.
I think you should.
Bit rapey like that.
How do I... Bit rapey.
So, the nominations are, number 1, Seth Rollins versus Triple H.
Good match.
Number 2, Tyler Bate versus Pete Dunne.
Awesome match.
Number 3, Undertaker versus Roman Reigns.
Excellent match.
Number 4, AJ Styles versus John Cena.
Decent match.
And number 5, Authors of Pain versus DIY.
Authors of what?
Authors of Pain.
Authors of Pain?
Authors of Pain.
Does that mean like they write books about torture?
Well, yeah.
Are they big lads? Do they look like D'Lo Brown?
They do.
Do they both look like D'Lo Brown?
D'Lo Brown in vests.
D'Lo Brown in vests. What did D'Lo Brown used to wear? Was it like a bulletproof vest? Kevlar? What did D'Lo Brown used to wear?
Don't know.
I never thought I'd be talking about D'Lo Brown on a
I
podcast.
only really noticed he had a very bendy neck.
He did have a very bendy...
Yeah. Like when he did his leg drop thing, he went like that. I thought that can't be healthy.
The leg drop, possibly the worst wrestling move ever.
People's elbow.
No, I like the people's elbow because there's a bit of style and panache in the people's elbow.
I once almost broke my dad's nose doing that.
Doing a people's elbow?
Yeah, I did a people's elbow on him and it went wrong. Don't try this at home, kids. The winner is, first of all, look for us on Facebook and Twitter.
Oh, snap.
You can find the 365 Flicks
Whoop,
podcast
whoop.
on iTunes
Represent.
and Spotify.
Yep.
And everything.
The winner is...
the best wrestling match of 2017 as voted and probably fixed by History of Bad Ideas. The Undertaker versus Roman Reigns.
Versus Roman
Reigns. Can you do a good hoo-ah? Hoo-ah! Mine was better.
No, it wasn't. Mine was. I fucked my throat doing that.
Good.
No, seriously, my throat's fucked. A hotly contested competition here. But there was only ever one winner, wasn't there?
Oh, yeah.
Big time. I mean, there was one match this year that has shone far and away above the rest. Way better than any of that NXT pish you can get.
Thank you, Hobie Boys, for having us host another award for you. Good luck in fixing the Brit of the Year award again.
That's not fair. I won that vote.
Obviously the rightful winner of it. Fuck Twitter.
How are you the rightful winner?
Because I won my fucking fistol.
Emily Blunt fucking beat you?
Fuck Emily Blunt. No, I was neck and neck with Emily Blunt.
You'd like to be neck and neck with Emily Blunt.
Oh no.
I don't know how that works.
Leaves me cold, Kev.
I don't know how that works, but Please, what actually is a floppy? I've won 3 and I've still never seen it.
We have been the 365 Boys.
Yeah.
And enjoy the rest of the show.
Yeah, and don't forget to subscribe to us because we are marginally better than these guys.
Glorious! No, I won't give in till I'm victorious.
Scab Jeff will be pissed and fucking tearing the place up by now. I'd probably drive it home after. So.
And let's be honest, it doesn't take much. We've seen Scab Jeff on the drink.
He's probably spotted a kid on the outside Jason's window with a toy, and he's
that went dark.
It did go dark. Yeah. He's
Rain
he's
it
away
in.
out to steal
Rain it in.
fuck that. You can cut that out.
So all you Hobie boys, we absolutely we adore listening to you guys. We adore being friends with you. We adore being pod buddies. Here's to another year. We've had a fucking stormer of a year, as have you guys. We absolutely loved coming to meet you. And yeah, let's just keep this fucking train going. If you want us to come back next year for a floppy, which I very much doubt it after this, because I've got 2 files to send you. Don't listen to the other one.
Send the first one.
But yeah, awesome, man. Thanks very much, boys. And please give Chris the floppy for Brit of the Year.
Yeah, I want the floppy.
He deserves it.
I want the floppy.
He does deserve it.
I'm gonna stop saying I want the floppy.
On the flop, what kind of measurements are we talking?
Me.
All right, that's enough. That's enough of them, guys.
Wow.
So we are taking away their rights. Undertaker does not win a floppy. Jeff, who's your floppy wrestler of the year?
My floppy wrestler of the year is Georgie Animal Steel.
Doug?
Mantar.
Jeff? Scab Jeff?
I know no wrestlers, so I'll go Scab Jeff.
I'll go with the entire Ohio State National Championship Wrestling team from... go ahead.
I am going... Doug, who did you say?
Mantar.
Well, I'm going Mantar then, just so Scab Jeff doesn't win. Jim?
I will have to go Mantar.
Mantar wins! Wrestler of the year.
It's nice to right that wrong.
It is. Undertaker. Oh, I stood up. Get over it. I retired. Yeah, you should have retired 5 years ago.
You mean 35 years ago?
Jesus Christ, what a horrible
How do they
character.
still call him the Phenom? He's like 86.
He's really good at tennis.
Apparently, when you're a dead man, you can be a phenom for a long time.
I thought they got rid of all them gimmicks back when they had like Duke the Dumpster Drozy. And,
MVP?
Yeah, I mean, the Undertaker, yeah.
What do you expect from some couple of Brits? Let's see here. So, 2 categories left. We will do Best Llama Story of the Year. Scab Jeff, this is about how you broke 6-year-old Spirit by buying her llama at the Cincinnati Comic Expo.
By not buying her llama.
Yes. Her dad, she wanted one, a stuffed llama. Her dad said, I don't know, we can't do it. You came in, swooped in, and bought the llama. And it was told on Hobie just now. It was told by you on Hobie. And the other nomination was 365 Flicks Podcast. And I think all of us can say that my interpretation just beat that all out. So I'm sorry, Jeff. You do not win the floppy again for another year. The good news is you have now set the record for most nominations of a Hobie without winning at 18. So congratulations, Jeff.
Hey, do I get a floppy for that?
No. Jim, Jeff, all of us, we all win a floppy, though. Thanks. You know what? I'll give you one too, Doctor.
Thanks.
There you go.
It's like my 5th one, I think.
Yeah. At this point, you're just throwing them out.
Yeah, just kind of like...
You're running out of space on the
It's
mantle.
like a Grammy. Everybody has one of those.
Best spoken word, Hillary Clinton. Anyways, it takes a village. Anyways, so finally, the end of the year, biggest award of the show. Of the year, to be honest. Canadian of the Year. Past winners have been Nickel from Graphic Novels, and El Heno won a year, too.
There was a tie, and Nickel and Heno shared the award.
So, Canadian of the Year, the nominees were Nickel, Heno, Chad Rose, and Besotted Geek. Great. The fans voted, and it was a tough call. Besotted Geek has got 1 vote. He did a great job.
Great campaign.
He's like the Weinsteins minus the rapiness. He has done a great job marketing himself. He is the Shakespeare in love of this year. I am going with my vote first. I'm going Besotted Geek wins.
Wow.
Jim?
I originally was going to vote for Nickel, but then I realized he's really not Canadian after looking at his fantasy hockey team that he's co-owners with you on. I'd expect somebody Canadian to know a little bit about hockey.
21-1 now.
Yes, 21-1. That's a pretty good record. So I will have to go with Besotted Geek.
Okay.
Well, unlike you, I'm very proud of what Nickel has done.
Chad Rose is Canadian too, you know.
He is.
Yes.
And I would love to
He bought a shirt.
He did buy a shirt, didn't
Yeah.
he? Why didn't you vote for him then?
Because I'm hoping you would vote for him.
But I'm voting for Nickel.
Ah!
Come on, the man.
So
just
you
got
voted for a
married.
third-party candidate. You wasted your vote.
The man just got married this year, and then took time off on his honeymoon to help you with your dismal hockey team.
Doug, what do you got? Moving on.
Just because he's sucked up really well to me, I'm with Besotted Geek.
Okay. Scab Jeff.
I'll go with Besotted Geek. Because everyone else is.
Nice to attach yourself to a front runner. There you go. Okay. Dr. Bednar, doesn't matter your vote? Okay, moving on.
It doesn't matter. I'll go Joey Votto, though.
Joey Votto. Okay, good job. So
almost won an MVP on one of the worst teams in Reds history.
Should have won an MVP if they were going to be giving it to someone on a losing team.
Right.
So the winner this year, by pretty much unanimous, because nobody cares about Jeff's vote.
How dare you?
Besotted Geek has become Canadian of the Year. That is a big thing. I will say, just because he has promoted our podcast a lot, we are going to give honorary floppies out to Chad Rose and Des Hassing this year. So congratulations. You both. Yes. Des Hassing, the smartest man to listen to our show. Just
The
because
most
he is
educated.
Most educated, we'll go with that.
Floppy.
Doug, you win one just for your gifts of the year. Bribery of the year.
Gifts, best bribery. Best bribes of the year. Way to go, Doug.
But yes, Besotted Geek, you're now Canadian of the Year. Doug is going to send you a prize in the mail. It's only to Pittsburgh.
Okay.
So it's a cheaper one.
We're sending the Canadian of the Year prize to Pittsburgh.
Do you have a color? Do you have a color you have in mind? Doug, do you have another one?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's some interesting things.
Okay, good. So be looking for that, Besotted Geek. And thanks for a great year. Bad idea of the year is none. We're not going to do anything this week. Great year.
Well, no, you can't have a bad idea on the floppy day.
That's right. Especially day after Christmas.
Okay, but
Not even hoping that I get a floppy.
No, you don't.
I was going to say nominating.
You don't even win that.
We all find that to be a good
Jeff
idea.
for a floppy. Isn't that a bad idea? Because he's not going to win anyway.
That's true. Number 17, nominating Scab Jeff for a
Ooh, I got
floppy.
up to 17.
You are a bad idea. Number 16 is his wife marrying him. So there you go.
Scab Jeff.
Thanks everybody for listening. Thanks for everybody being on the show except Scab. And Roger says goodbye.
Goodbye.
From Walking Dead to Talking Heads, from comic books to TV sets, there's a history of not so bad. There's the history. It's the history of bad, so bad. The history of bad, it's bad. The history of bad ideas. Podcast.
You were listening to Hobie.